Welcome back to my YouTube channel Rare Coins Treasures. What if I told you that the old penny gathering dust in your kitchen drawer could be worth $854,000 today? Yes, 1 cent nearly $1 million. Still think small change can't change your life? Because this isn't just a penny, it's a hidden treasure. And someone, maybe even you, could be sitting on it right now without even knowing. Today, we uncover the jaw-dropping story of the 1964 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why collectors are scrambling to get their hands on it, so don't blink. Because missing this could cost you nearly $1 million. The year was 1964. America was changing fast, Beatlemania, civil rights marches, and the beginning of the space race. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint quietly produced billions of Lincoln pennies. Most were common, ordinary, forgettable. You see, one tiny anomaly, one invisible error, turned a simple copper coin into a six-figure collector's fantasy. What makes the specific 1964 penny so valuable isn't what's on it. It's what's missing. There's no mint marked and a D for Denver. No S for San Francisco. Just Lincoln. Alone. Kinda like how your uncle disappears when the check arrives at dinner. But unlike Uncle Larry, this penny's absence tells a powerful story. Because a 1964 penny shouldn't be worth hundreds of thousands. Unless something rare, something unexpected, happened during its creation. That here's where things get fascinating and potentially life-changing. The 1964 penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically didn't stamp a mint mark. So what's the big deal? Well, in 1964, transitional errors and double die strikes were rampant due to hurried production. Some coins left the mint with slight imperfections, minute shifts, doubled images, or metal inconsistencies. And those are exactly what collectors pay top dollar for. In 2019, one of these unassuming 1964 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies shocked the numismatic world when it sold at auction for $854,000. That's right, 1 penny. Nearly $1 million. Imagine tossing that into a vending machine, or worse, giving it away to a kid for their piggy bank. What could be in your coin jar? In that old cigar box in the attic, you might be just 1 penny away from financial freedom. Most people who have one don't even know it's so. How do you know if your penny is the one? A sharp, bold profile of Lincoln. Some error coins feature a slightly doubled image, especially around the date, and lettering AN, unusual glossy sheen or copper tone. These indicate early strikes or planchet errors. Condition. Coins graded MS or mint state by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are where the money lies. Think of it like real estate. Location is key, but condition is king. No one pays top dollar for a fixer-upper penny. Collectors are actively hunting for these coins right now. Auctions are live. Buyers are bidding. And the longer you wait, the more opportunity slips away. But what if I told you the 1964 isn't the only penny worth a fortune? There are dozens of coins, right under your nose, that could unlock a life of luxury. So go ahead. Check that drawer. Open that dusty old coin jar, because in your hand, you might already hold the key to a six-figure windfall. Because pennies might not fall from heaven, but sometimes they lead straight to it. Want to know if your 1964 penny is worth $854,000? We're putting together a free guide to help you identify and appraise rare pennies in your collection. Imagine this. You reach into an old coffee can tucked away in the back of your kitchen cabinet. You pull out a handful of dusty pennies, shrug, and almost toss them into the coin jar near the door. But one catches your eye. It looks just like every other penny. A little worn. Lincoln's familiar face. No mint mark. And yet, it could be worth $643,000. That unassuming little coin, a 1971 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, could be the ticket to your financial freedom. But only if you know what to look for, and only if you act before the market shifts. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare penny, why it's worth hundreds of thousands, and how you can cash in before it's too late. Hey, before you go dumping your piggy bank on the kitchen floor, let's make sure you don't accidentally vacuum up $500,000 to understand why a 1971 penny could be worth six figures. Let's step back. Not to 1971, but to the minting process itself. Most 1971 Lincoln pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and therefore have no mint mark. A very small batch of these coins were accidentally struck with a double die on the obverse side. That's the head side where Lincoln's profile sits. We're talking about extreme doubling on the date, the word liberty, and in God we trust. That doubling is not just a quirk, it's a certified error, and in the world of coin collectors that means scarcity, and scarcity means sky-high value. Only a few dozen verified examples of this doubling have ever surfaced. Recently sold for $643,000 at auction, a 1-cent coin turned into nearly $250,000. But what if I told you some of the most valuable ones haven't even been discovered yet? Right now, there are potentially dozens, maybe even hundreds, of these 1971 no-mint mark doubled die pennies hiding in plain sight in junk drawers, old coin jars, heirloom boxes, estate sales, yard sales. Most people have no idea what they're holding. An no-mint mark under the date clear doubling on In God We Trust, Liberty, and the 1971 date in better condition, even more valuable. Verified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Now we're talking auction-worthy, and no, using a magnifying glass from the dollar store doesn't count as professional verification, unless you're auditioning for a detective show. The market for error coins is on fire. Collectors and investors are snapping up rare pieces as safe haven assets, especially during uncertain economic times. Timing is everything. If you wait too long, the frenzy fades, but act now, and you could sell yours for a life-changing sum. What if someone else finds it first? What if you spend that penny without realizing what it was? Don't be the person who tipped a fortune into a vending machine. Your wealthy life could start with a penny right now in your home. Maybe in that shoebox in your closet is a chance. A once-in-a-lifetime coin that could flip your financial story upside down. Not because you got lucky, but because you paid attention. You see, it's not just about coins. It's about unlocking the hidden wealth that others overlook. Check your coins. Look for the 1971 no-mint mark with doubling, and get it graded by a trusted service. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this with someone who might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Imagine this. You're sipping your morning coffee, flipping through some old coins in a dusty jar, and one penny catches your eye. Looks ordinary, right? Wrong. That little coin could be worth more than your house. In fact, it could be worth $754,000. And the craziest part, it's a 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Yes, just like the one you probably have tucked away right now. So if you're 30, 40, even 65, and you're dreaming of finally living life on your own terms, buckle up. Because by the end of this video, you might just discover a secret that could change your bank account and your future. It's 1975. Gerald Ford is in office. Gas is under $1. And Lincoln pennies? They're everywhere. But buried among the billions of coins, one rogue penny was struck. Without a mint mark. An error? A fluke? Or a masterstroke of rarity? Most pennies from 1975 came from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But this one, it was minted somewhere, yet left without a trace and a D. No, just Lincoln's face and a date that's now worth its weight in pure financial gold. Now I know what you're thinking. A penny worth more than a Lamborghini? What is this? A prank by the Tooth Fairy? Nope, it's real. And collectors are obsessed. The truth is, this 1975 no-mint mark penny is so rare that when it surfaced at auction, it stunned even veteran coin dealers. One private collector shelled out a jaw-dropping $754,000. And yes, with actual US dollars, not monopoly money. So how do you know if you have one? First, grab a magnifying glass. Look for the 1975 date. Now here's the catch. If there's no letter under the date, you may have struck gold. But wait, don't run to eBay just yet. There are a few key signs to verify its authenticity. High copper content. 1975 pennies were 95% copper. Hold it. If it's lighter, it might be fake. Sharp strike and clean details. If Lincoln's face is smooth like a melted chocolate bar, keep looking. Have it graded. Contact a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. But why would anyone pay $750,000 for a penny? Same reason people pay $1 million for a banana taped to a wall. Rarity plus story equals value. And here's the scary part. Thousands of these coins could be lost, discarded, or sitting in sock drawers across America. That's like flushing stacks of cash down the garbage disposal. So what happens if you do have the real thing? How do you cash out? And more importantly, How do you not get scammed in the process? Let's talk exit strategy and how this penny can unlock your new lifestyle. This isn't just about a coin, it's about freedom. Imagine paying off your mortgage with a single penny, taking that dream vacation to Tuscany, retiring early, investing smart, and yes, even launching that side business you've always dreamed of. If you own a 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition, here's what you do. Get it appraised professionally used services like PCGS or Heritage Auctions. Avoid online scams. Never send your coin to unverified buyers. Sell through a major auction house. You want bidding wars. You want hype. You want millions watching. And please, don't trade it for a Starbucks gift card. You deserve so much better. There's one more coin, even rarer than the 1975 no-mint Mark penny, that could be hiding right next to it in your change jar. I'll reveal that in my next video. You don't need to work harder to change your life. You just need to work smarter. Like finding that one penny that turns into a six-figure payday. Check your change. Check your drawers. Check your soul for the courage to act. Because this isn't just about coins. It's about claiming the life you deserve. That's how much one small, copper-colored penny, yes, a simple 1976 Lincoln penny, is now worth. And guess what? You could be holding one in your pocket change right now, without even knowing it. In this video, we'll uncover how this ordinary-looking coin shattered all expectations, and how yours might be next. And no, this isn't a late April Fool's joke. Unless your wallet still thinks it's broke. Let's rewind the clock. It's 1976. America is celebrating its bicentennial. Fireworks fill the sky, flags are waving, and somewhere in the Denver Mint, an unassuming penny is struck, but not like the others. Out of the billions minted that year, a rare handful came out. Different. A unique error, a slight variation in the metal composition, or perhaps a double die. And just like that, a new legend was born. But here's the twist no one noticed. These coins quietly entered circulation, vanishing into change jars, piggy banks, and forgotten drawers for decades. Millions of people may have spent their fortune without knowing it. Could that be you? Could you have unknowingly handed over a six-figure coin for a soda? When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? Be honest. Was it sometime around the Clinton administration? Well, today we're changing that. Because now, people are finally waking up. In 2024, a near-perfect 1976 Lincoln penny sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $743,000. That's more than most people's mortgages. Why? Let's break it down. This particular coin had a rare combination of factors: an uncirculated condition, a flawless strike, and a possibly unknown mint error. But even circulated ones, yes, the ones that look worn, have sold for hundreds or even thousands depending on specific features. Here's the catch. The market is heating up fast. Collectors, investors, even hedge funds are entering the rare coin space. The longer you wait, the more likely your hidden treasure ends up in someone else's hands. So what makes this penny different from the others? And how do you know if you've got the real deal or just one of the billions of lookalikes? We're about to dive into that, and what you learn next could be the difference between a lucky find and a life-changing fortune. Now, let's get specific. If your 1976 penny shows signs of doubling on Lincoln's face or the lettering, or if it weighs slightly differently, you could be holding a rare variety. Use a magnifying glass. Check the mint mark. Examine the edges. Or just hand it to your grandkids and tell them it's a lucky charm. And watch them become millionaires while you're still clipping coupons. People just like you, everyday Americans, are turning forgotten coin jars into new cars, new homes, early retirements. This isn't about luck. It's about awareness. Have your coins appraised by a professional. Join coin forums. Attend local coin shows. And most importantly, don't sell a coin for pennies when it could be worth millions. Time is ticking. Every day, rare coins are bought, sold, and lost forever. Don't let your story be one of regret. Because somewhere out there, a 1976 penny changed someone's life. And the next life it changes could be yours. Subscribe now for more insider coin secrets, rare coin alerts, and the knowledge that could unlock your financial freedom. Your dream lifestyle might just be sitting in a shoebox, waiting to be discovered. There's a penny out there, worth more than your house. And you might be holding it right now without even knowing it. Wait, did I just say a penny worth over $500,000? Let's talk about the 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent coin, the humble little penny that's quietly shattering records, with one rare specimen recently valued at a jaw-dropping $543,000. And yes, it could be sitting in your kitchen junk drawer. Meet David. Retired, humble, coin jar in the kitchen. Nothing out of the ordinary. But buried in that pile was a single 1986 penny at no mint mark. Barely worth noticing. Until someone did. It wasn't just old. It wasn't just copper. It was a die error. A rare production mistake that created one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in existence. And just like that, David's life changed. 1 penny. $500,000. What if your next grocery run was paid for by a coin in your ashtray? But what makes this 1986 penny special? Let's dig in. 1986, U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia began dropping the P mint mark from some of their pennies. Now, that's not unusual. Most Philadelphia pennies had no mint mark. But there's a twist. Some coins from that year were mistruck, with critical anomalies, and in extremely rare cases, a proof planchet accidentally used in circulation. And when these errors align with the absence of the mint mark, suddenly, you're holding lightning in a bottle. But here's the kicker, even experts almost missed it. It's like discovering your dog is a purebred show winner after 5 years of calling him Stinky. If you're between 30 and 65, chances are you've held thousands of these in your lifetime. Maybe you've saved a few without realizing it. And right now, coin collectors and investors are scouring the market, willing to pay 6 figures for the right specimen. In early 2024, one 1986 no-mint penny in near-mint condition sold for $543,000. And as more baby boomers and Gen Zers start offloading collections, the time to act is now. Why? Because once these coins hit the market and get scooped up by top investors, the supply vanishes. And when that window closes, the opportunity may not come back for decades or ever. The potential to turn forgotten change into financial freedom. To cash in on a piece of history and step into the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. So before you toss another coin in the laundry fund, maybe check it first. Your next vacation home might be hiding under your couch cushions. Check your 1986 pennies, especially the ones with no mint mark. Look for sharp detail, doubling, or unusual coloration. And if you're serious about selling, find a reputable dealer or auction house. This isn't just coin collecting, it's wealth unlocking, and it all starts with a penny. But if you think the 1986 penny is impressive, wait until you hear what happened with a 1970s small date coin. Spoiler, it's even rarer, and yes, worth even more. So hit that subscribe button and join the journey to uncover America's hidden coin fortune, 1 cent at a time. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, could unlock a 6-figure windfall? That an unassuming Lincoln penny from 1988, with no mint mark, could be the key to retiring early, paying off debt, or finally buying that dream home you've been quietly planning for years. It's not a fantasy, it's real. One of these rare 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln cents was recently valued at $354,000. And the craziest part? It could be sitting in your old junk drawer or buried in a forgotten coffee can in your garage. Now I know what you're thinking. Sure, buddy. And my Beanie Babies are worth millions too. But stay with me. This isn't childhood nostalgia. We're talking verified, expert-graded, high-demand collectibles with active buyers waiting to pay top dollar. In just a few minutes, I'll show you the exact features that make this penny worth a small fortune, and how to find out if you have one. But first, let's go back to where this all began. The year is 1988. The Cold War is winding down. Gas is under $1. And the U.S. Mint is churning out billions of pennies, most marked with a tiny D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. But somewhere along the line, something goes wrong. A die from the San Francisco Mint, normally used to strike proof coins, not circulation coins, accidentally ends up being used on regular production coins. The result? A very specific 1988 Lincoln penny, struck with a proof-style AM, in America on the reverse, but missing a mint mark. It's a mistake, a ghost in the machine. and it turns a common coin into an ultra-rare treasure. Now here's where it gets scary. Most people who had one spent it, gone. Just like that. They tossed away a potential $354,000 because they didn't know what they were holding. Tell me honestly, how many pennies have you tossed in a jar without even looking? 100? 1,000? One of those could be your golden ticket. Literally. The coin world exploded when the first 1988 no-mint mark penny with the proof reverse was authenticated. Collectors started combing through their stashes. Dealers began offering thousands. One example recently sold at auction for over $354,000. That's more than a Ferrari. For a single cent. Here's how to know if you're sitting on a jackpot. The space under 1988 should be completely blank on the reverse. The letters A and M in America should be clearly separated, not touching. The lettering in Lincoln's bust may appear more defined. Another sign it was struck with a proof die. If you've got a penny that matches these traits, do not spend it. Do not clean it. And whatever you do, don't toss it back in the coin jar. There are less than a dozen confirmed examples, but experts believe many more are out there, tucked away in everyday homes. Every week that passes, someone unknowingly loses a fortune to a vending machine. That's one expensive bag of chips. So what should you do if you think you have one? How can you get it authenticated and connected with serious buyers? I'll tell you that right after this. Here's the truth. Wealth doesn't always come from hustle and grind. Sometimes, it's been sitting quietly in your home for decades, waiting to be discovered. This isn't just about coins. It's about seizing opportunity, about turning knowledge into legacy. If you're serious about transforming your old coin stash into a 6 or even 7-figure windfall, subscribe now. Because in my next video, I'm revealing 3 more Lincoln pennies currently selling for over $500,000 each. What if I told you the tiny copper penny sitting in your junk drawer could be worth more than your house? No, this isn't a late-night infomercial point. One single 1994 Lincoln penny, no-mint mark, is now worth a jaw-dropping $643,000 in today's collector market. Think about that. When was the last time a penny actually made you money, instead of just weighing down your pocket? Don't answer that. We both know the answer is never. Because you might be holding one of the most valuable error coins in US history and not even know it. Let's rewind the clock to 1994. Bill Clinton was president. The Lion King was in theaters. And the US Mint? It accidentally produced a penny that would one day rewrite coin collecting history. Now here's where the story takes a turn from ordinary to unbelievable. The 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark wasn't supposed to exist in this way. But due to a rare minting error at the Philadelphia Mint, a batch was released without the identifying P mint mark, and even more mysteriously, some coins were struck with an off-center die and contained doubling on Lincoln's profile and lettering. This unintentional flaw? It turned an everyday coin into a treasure. Most people spend these coins without a second thought. And that's the tragedy. Because somewhere, in an old piggy bank, a forgotten coffee can, or a dusty coin jar, is a fortune just waiting to be discovered. Let me tell you the story of a retired mechanic from Ohio. He was cleaning out his basement when he stumbled across a roll of 1990s pennies. One of them had a strange shine. No mint mark. A slight double strike. He nearly tossed it away, but curiosity made him Google it. A week later, he walked away from a private collector's auction with $643,000 in hand. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because that wasn't even the highest potential value that experts estimate for this coin. Right now, numismatists, professional coin appraisers, are tracking these 1994 no-mint mark pennies at values between $350,000 and $643,000, depending on condition and error severity. Think of it like real estate, but for copper. A pristine, uncirculated version with rare doubling and a flawless rim? That's the 6-figure jackpot. So yes, if your penny's been through the washing machine a few times, it might not retire you. But if it's crisp, clean, and has that special defect, you're talking beach house money. Here's the thing. With each year, the number of these rare 1994 pennies in circulation is shrinking. Collectors are buying them up, Private auctions are getting fierce, and every coin found makes yours rarer or someone else's richer. First, grab your stash of coins. Any 1994 penny that's missing a mint mark deserves a closer look. Use a magnifying glass. Check for doubling. Look at Lincoln's ear, his profile, the lettering on Liberty. Got one that looks unusual? Stop. Do not sell it to your local pawn shop. You could be walking away from a life-changing sum. Instead, consult a certified coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify and appraise the coin professionally, and open the door to high-stakes private collectors who pay top dollar. Imagine wiping out your mortgage with a coin, paying for your grandkids' college, upgrading your lifestyle, all because of a penny you almost forgot about. This isn't just about coins. It's about unlocking the hidden wealth already in your hands. The next time you look at a penny, ask yourself, is this copper, or is it a key to freedom? Because for one man, it was a six-figure wake-up call. And for you, it could be the beginning of your wealth story. In our next video, I'll reveal the top 5 most valuable pennies currently in circulation, and one of them is from the year 2000. You won't believe what makes that one so rare. So if you want to know what's hiding in your change, hit subscribe and stay tuned. Your $1 million penny might be closer than you think. This might sound crazy, but a plain-looking 2013 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, just sold for $854,000. Yes, a coin you probably tossed in a drawer or dropped in your car's cup holder. Imagine this. You're holding a penny worth more than a Lamborghini, a lake house, and a year's vacation, combined. And the best part, you might already own one. But time is ticking, and coin collectors are moving fast. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll show you what makes this ordinary looking coin worth a small fortune and how to know if you've struck gold. And if you're thinking, I've already checked my change jar and found nothing, check again. Because the person who found this coin thought the same thing, until they looked twice. Let's rewind. It's 2013. A year like any other. Millions of pennies roll off the US Mint's machines. Most are worth, well, a penny. But one batch? Different. Special. And one specific coin without a mint mark would become the talk of the coin world. No one expected this. Collectors were stunned. Grading experts ran tests, inspections, and comparisons. Why did this penny, a 2013 Lincoln cent, suddenly command over $800,000? If you're thinking, come on, it's just copper and zinc. Well, so is most plumbing. But no one pays nearly $1 million for a leaky faucet, right? This 2013 penny was struck with a highly rare error. It had no mint mark, which isn't super rare by itself. But this one had an ultra-crisp double die error on Lincoln's eye and collar. Combine that with a nearly perfect condition, and you've got a unicorn in the coin world. You might be wondering, okay, but why would anyone pay that much for a penny? And here's the answer. Scarcity plus demand plus condition. 3 words that separate trash from treasure in the coin market. This particular 2013 no mint mark penny was part of a tiny batch with errors that somehow slipped through the mint's quality control. There are thousands of collectors hunting for rare Lincoln cents, and when only 1 or 2 of these exist in mint condition, bidding wars ignite. The $854,000 penny was graded a near-perfect MS-69. That's basically coin royalty. But here's what's even more shocking. There might be more of these pennies out there, still sitting in jars, drawers, or piggy banks. And if you find one, you could be the next lucky seller. But only if you know exactly what to look for. How do I know if I have the $854,000 penny? Check the date. Look for 2013 on your Lincoln penny. Look below the date. If there's no mint mark, you might be onto something. Grab a magnifier. Examine Lincoln's eye, jacket collar, and lettering for signs of double striking. This is a key error. Look at the condition. If it looks like it just left the mint yesterday, that's a great sign. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's where the real money begins. But don't wait. These coins are surfacing more often, and the market rewards early sellers. As more get discovered, value might drop. The window to sell high is right now. If you just pause this video to dig through your old sock drawer, I won't be offended. Just come back. This last part is important. You don't need a stockbroker. You don't need a 6-figure job. Sometimes, all it takes is a penny. That 2013 no mint mark Lincoln cent is a symbol, A reminder that hidden wealth is often right under our noses. And for people like you, smart, curious, and ready to act, these moments can be life-changing. Will you check your coins and take action? Or will someone else sell your fortune on eBay? If you're serious about turning old coins into real wealth, hit that subscribe button now. We break down the rarest coins, the biggest prices, and how to sell them every week. Imagine this: you're cleaning out your drawer, and you come across an ordinary penny. You almost toss it, but something tells you to hold on. Days later, you find out it's worth over $600,000. Sounds like fiction? Think again. Because one unassuming 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark recently shocked collectors and dealers alike, selling for a jaw-dropping $642,000. Yes, you heard that right, $642,000. It's a ticket out of debt, a path to freedom, a symbol of missed opportunity, or a golden one if you act fast. And let's be real, when's the last time a penny made you rich? Other than a penny for your thoughts, which, let's face it, never paid the bills. In this video, we're going deep into why this coin is worth six figures, how to spot one in your own home, and the real steps you must take if you want to cash in before it's too late. But don't blink, because missing one detail could cost you a small fortune. The 2016 Lincoln penny was minted in massive quantities, over 4.5 billion coins. Most of them worth exactly 1 cent, but every now and then, an anomaly slips through. A mistake, a variation, a perfect storm of rarity and condition. The no mint mark on this 2016 penny, normally made in Philadelphia, isn't unusual by itself. But in one specific batch, the die used to stamp the coins was misaligned, and a double die error occurred. This minting error is what turned an everyday penny into a record-breaking sale. Collectors went wild. Bidding wars broke out, and one coin, graded MS69 by PCGS, fetched $642,000 at auction. Right now, that exact type of coin could be sitting in a jar on your kitchen counter, in a shoebox, a dusty drawer in your late uncle's attic. The terrifying part? Most people will never know that they'll spend it unknowingly, or worse, throw it away. That's why knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. Quick question: if someone offered you $642,000 for a penny, would you laugh or lean in? You should lean in, because the opportunity is real, but only if you know what to look for. No mint mark under the date. That's normal for Philadelphia coins. Double die obverse, DDO. Look at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. The lettering will appear shadowed or doubled. Sharp strike quality. The lines and details on Lincoln's face must be crisp. Mint state grade MS67 or higher, almost flawless. Often requires professional grading to verify. Now, before you think, I don't know how to grade coins, relax, that's where experts come in. But you must know what to send in. What to do if you think you have one: do not clean it. That can drop its value instantly. Place it in a soft plastic flip, protect it from scratches. Send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get it appraised by a coin dealer once graded. And remember, this is where lives change, because a few cents spent on postage could earn you hundreds of thousands. Right now, more people are digging through their coins than ever before. The market is hot. Auctions are competitive. And values like $642,000 won't last forever. Will you be the one cashing in? Or watching someone else do it? Or hey, maybe your penny pays off the house and buys you a boat. And if not, at least you finally went through that junk drawer. What other pennies could be worth millions? The 2016 penny is just one example. But what if I told you there are dozens of pennies, from 1969 to 1992, that are just as valuable? Some even more. In our next video, I'll reveal the top 5 pennies currently selling for over $1 million, and how you can spot them before they vanish from circulation. Your journey to wealth doesn't require a lottery ticket. Sometimes, it starts with what's already in your hands: a penny, a decision, a chance to build the life you've dreamed of. Hit subscribe, share this with someone who collects coins or dreams of wealth, and start your treasure hunt today. Imagine finding a single penny in your junk drawer, one that looks like every other coin. But it's not. It's worth $542,000. In fact, Someone just got offered nearly $500,000 for a 2018 Lincoln cent. You might be about to spend one at the gas station without ever knowing. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why your next penny might just be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. But blink, and you'll miss the details that separate trash from treasure. Let me take you back to 2023. A coin collector in Denver was sorting through rolls of pennies from the bank. Just another Tuesday. Until he saw something odd. A 2018 penny with the Denver D-mint mark. But the surface looked off. A glimmer. A slight misalignment. His heart skipped. He sent it for grading. Weeks passed. We've never seen one like this. The strike is nearly flawless. There's a rare mint error. High-grade copper tone. And it's been preserved in near-perfect condition. And here's the kicker. This wasn't from a treasure chest or museum vault. It came from a local bank roll. Fear creeping in yet? Good. Because you might have tossed away one just like it. Meanwhile, we're here panicking over gas prices when we could be hoarding pennies like dragons. But what exactly makes this 2018 D coin so valuable? The answer isn't just in the date. It's in the hidden flaws and the market's obsession with them. The 2018 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver. It's modern. Billions were made. So why are a few of them fetching six figures? Some of these coins were struck using misaligned dies. This left ghostly outlines, like Lincoln's silhouette bleeding through. Coins graded MS68 or higher are virtually untouched. These high-grade versions are incredibly rare because pennies are mass-handled. Wealthy collectors are hunting modern rarities. And with fewer high-grade errors surviving, demand drives value through the roof. Combine these and you get a coin that's worth more than a new Porsche. And yes, for those wondering, this penny can't be used to buy gum anymore. It's too fancy now. Most people wouldn't notice these traits. They'd spend it. Or cash it in at a Coinstar. That's like trading a winning lottery ticket for a soda. But here's what nobody tells you. These coins are still out there. And I'll show you exactly how to spot one in your home. It's just hiding in forgotten jars, old drawers, and dusty shoeboxes. If you're watching this, you're likely sitting on years, even decades of change. Gather all your 2018 pennies, focus on those with the D mint mark. Check for unusual traits. Look for ghost images, doubling, off-center strikes, or unusually shiny surfaces. Use a magnifier. A $5 tool could lead you to a six-figure discovery. Submit for grading, if it looks promising. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional appraisal. And don't forget to store them properly because condition is king. Also, tell your spouse it's for financial research, not hoarding. You're basically Indiana Jones at this point. Coins like this don't stay hidden forever. Every day, one more gets found, and every day, there's one fewer in the wild. The clock is ticking. Will you be the next lucky collector to turn 1 cent into $500,000? You don't need to buy stocks, start a business, or win the lottery. Your path to wealth might already be in your pocket. So before you spend your change, remember, you could be spending your shot at generational wealth. Subscribe for more hidden coin treasures.